don't do well in the wind. I never have. A couple teammates of mine are going out today, and so I figured I better go with them because I'm not going to get better riding in the wind by not riding in the wind. It's 24 miles an hour right now, so that's about 40 kilometers per hour, I think, or close to it. Both of my teammates are much stronger in the wind than I am, so we'll see how it goes. I was a bit nervous about this ride. What I didn't want to have happen is me ride out about 75 minutes to meet these guys and then get dropped within the first couple miles. There was a lot of echeloning going on. When you were in the pocket, you were pretty well protected. You were still putting out some power, but then when you were out in the front like I am now, you were putting out close to 300 watts just to barely go 20 miles an hour, if that. I was glad when we got to the small town of Frye and still connected to my two teammates. We turned left into the wind and started up this steep climb. It was interesting that when I was pulling, I was starting to get tired and my speed was starting to drop. He came through at a faster pace, then I increased my power, thus increasing my speed to stay up with him, which I did. It's hard to explain why, but when he was blocking the wind, I didn't have that extra pressure on me. Then I was able actually to put out more power. Therefore more speed, therefore my connection with him. So if anybody out there can explain what's actually going on, please put in the comments below. A few miles and rotations later, the three of us approached the back side of the lake. This section of road in which we'll have the wind at our backs is going to be a series of climbs. Crunch time comes at the big climb about a mile after this turn. Unbeknownst to me, Terry had other ideas. His crunch time came right as soon as he made the turn. I don't mind telling you all that he is putting me in the hurt locker here. And what I have to be able to do is right at the end of this road, that's where the top of the climb is. And then it starts to descend a little bit, and then it goes into the major climb. I need to be on his wheel when I get over the top of this, so I can be on his wheel after the small descent that follows right before the start of that major climb. Then I'll have a chance to stay with him at the top of that. And if I don't, it'll be one heck of a workout to get to the top, trying to chase him. Fast forward, I am so on the edge. I can see the top of the climb right ahead, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make it. Then all of a sudden, I slowly start to go, and I'm losing his wheels. So now I'm thinking, okay, I need to recover my legs, and then I'm going to chase him, and I'm going to catch him on the major climb. Right about here, I still had my confidence, but it was starting to wane. I started backing off on the power just to recover a bit, then I would put a lot more power in with speed and get some distance on him, and then I was trying to step my way back up to him. Fast forward to near the end of this 4-minute climb. He's in sight, and I figure, okay, I can't catch him, but we're going to regroup and wait for a non-climber sprinter teammate, Robert. Well, when we got to the top, he kept on going. And so I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's going to regroup somewhere else. But as it turned out, he went all the way to the end, and I chased him all the way to the end. I was getting close to him at times, but after a while, I was running out of gas, and he was just going strong.
That last part, and you see the 4-lane right there, and you never could see it before. You didn't realize how close it was.
And that little parking right area.
Yeah, it's like you could never see that before.
Okay. 12 miles an hour back, right?
Yep.
A few miles later, at that turnaround, we regrouped, and then we headed back straight into the wind, and we were pounding it all the way back. When it was my time at the front, I wanted to make sure that I went hard enough and long enough where I got maximum value for my effort. But I didn't want to go so long where I got dropped when the others pulled through. This method worked well for me until near the end, the accumulation of my workload versus the strength of the others caught up with me. As the others were heading back home, I still had about 20 miles to go past the neighboring town to get to my house. That is, if I was taking the shortest possible route.
In the past, I live over Madera Rancho Factory. You gotta cut across Woodward.
Yeah, it's all closed off because there's a big fire over there right now. So
Okay.
you won't even be able to get down the bike path. It's over the bike path.
You
could go around.
Oh,
like,
I can do that.
Millbrook, loop through the neighborhoods or something, or Millbrook
Yes.
to like Fort Washington,
Perfect.
and then you might be able to get around another little shorter.
I'll do that. That would be a lot shorter.
How long you got it so far?
Yeah. 51. Thank you.